What's going on, y'all? That girl, Angelina ATF, Michelle Poirier, Diane in Pennsylvania. Yeah, no, Will is okay. That title was meant to be ironic, because fucking everything is canceled. Apparently, the world has shut down. Apparently, uh, you can no longer enjoy anything right now, because you have to be home scared out of your fucking wits. So, I'm here to hang out with you guys while you're home scared, out of your fucking wits. um, but yeah, it's crazy. Sports is canceled. I'm not a big sports fan, but I mean, uh, it got me thinking. Maybe I've always taken for granted the fact that sports keeps people, and not all people. I know a lot of people who I like that enjoy sports, but maybe sports has kept people that are in my life busy, and I get just the right dose of those people. And now that there's no sports, am I going to get more of those people that I want? Uh, is that going to happen? So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about people with idle time and what that's going to do. That concerns me. It concerns me greatly. Uh, right. Geisha girl. Well, hey, Amplifier, Susie Pops, how we doing? um, what concerns me, Geisha girl, I'm happy that you have wine. That's good. But what concerns me is people who lack common sense, have an abundance of wine, and a lot of idle time. Uh, this concerns me a lot. But there's really no sense in worrying about it, is there? So uh Jesus, I didn't even think of that girl. God damn it. Motherfucker, that is an awful thought. Uh Jesus. Yeah, that's really bad. That's a really, really crazy, fucked up thought. Um, I guess I'll highlight that thought and share it with everyone. um, that, yeah. Um, that is precisely a description. Uh, that is precisely a description of how dangerous, just an example of how dangerous these types of people with idle time, uh, that's really bad, and that's concerning. People who do bad shit, and all the only thing that limits the bad shit they do is having the time to do bad shit, and now now there's time for them to do that, and that is uh, overwhelmingly concerning if you allow it to be. um, I'm going to try really hard not to let that get my wheels turning too much. uh, but yeah. So on a lighter note, uh, I have an announcement to make. um, I spoke with my new friend, Colton Harris Moore, who you guys remember, I'm sure. And I him and I have planned on setting up a live stream discussing um, discussing the coronavirus. Excuse me. So, yeah. So, Monday, at uh, it's going to be a late one. So, Monday, it's the following day is going to be St. Patrick's Day. But here where I live, the city has declared St. Patrick's Day canceled. So, I don't know about that. But if you're stuck at home and you've got internet, well, me and Colton are going to keep you company, and we're going to discuss the we're going to discuss the uh, coronavirus, and he has some interesting theories on that, and I'm really really excited about it. Um, and there's another very very special guest. I don't want to say who it is. You don't know him, but is very special to me. But I hope that he agrees to join us on panel because I think the two of them, um, and the two of them sharing insight and exchanging insight, I think is going to make for a fascinating conversation. And so Monday night, Angela ATF, Monday night is going to be 12:30 a.m. Eastern. So technically Tuesday morning, but Monday night, 12:30 a.m. Eastern. So Pacific time will be 9:30 p.m. And hey, Breakfast Club fan. Uh, yeah, so that's going to happen, and I'm really excited about it. And I really got I just all I did, I sent him a text and I said, hey, do you want to? I wanted to do it tonight, but I sent him a text, asked him if he wanted to do it, and he was really enthusiastic and he was really excited about it. But he's got other stuff going on throughout the weekend, starting tonight. So he unfortunately could not do it tonight, but we set it up to where we were going to do it Monday. And so that's the time we agreed on, but it could change. So we'll see, and I will make sure to let you guys know. Just keep your eye on community, and I will. If anything changes, I'll post something in YouTube community and let everybody know. But I already have the live stream set up, so if you're looking forward to that, go ahead already. You can go on there and just hit the like. But yeah, Geisha Girl. I guess it's only fair. I have a lot of new subscribers, so I guess it's only fair that I explain a little bit of about who Colton is. Despite I don't. Uh, I'll explain, but I'm reluctant for certain reasons, and it's out of respect for him. But Colton Harris Moore. He's a 28-year-old young man, and about 10 years ago, 10 or so years ago, he made quite a name for himself in the media, and in worldwide media. And he was known as the Barefoot Bandit. And he managed to successfully burglarize quite a few people in the state of Washington, in that area, and in other states as well. And he managed to elude law enforcement's finest for, I think it was 2 years. And then he served some time in prison, and he got out of prison. But this is a person who managed to, as a kid, as an 18, 19-year-old kid, taught himself how to fly airplanes and stole 5 airplanes and successfully landed every one of them. And I did a 3-part thing here on the Glare, and he agreed at some point to have a conversation with me here. So there is a 2.5 hour conversation that took place, and you can go back and watch that, and so you can get an insight of his insight. You can get it. You get an idea of how intelligent and how special this person is. This is a very, very um, he is brilliant in the truest sense of the word, in my opinion. And I am fascinated at listening to him. So you can tell. Just I mean, just I was fascinated with the things that he managed to do and put his mind to and accomplish, all albeit illegal, but the things that he did and pulled off, it's impressive, and it's not to condone his actions, it's not to condone his behavior, but the thing is if you look past the crimes that he committed, you will see a very brilliant and very ambitious and very driven young man, and just the absolute epitome of someone who sets his mind to something and you are not going to stop him from doing it. And it just so happens that he has a very, very good heart. He seems to have a very pure soul. He seems to have learned from his mistakes. He seems to have no problem with making his wrongs right. And he has done these things. We're talking about a guy who these things that he did got so much attention from the mainstream media at the time that people were writing folk songs about him. They were looking at him as some sort of a folk hero. Um, and he doesn't see himself that way at all, mind you. And I don't see him that way. I think the folk hero is yet to come. He believes, I truly believe that he believes that the folk hero is yet to come. And he's hell bent on achieving the things that his mind is set to, and I have nothing but the most respect for him, and I'm totally cheering him on. And above everything else, I am humbled that this young man who does not uh, talk to media, he does not give interviews, he does not do any of these things. He's willing to come on my channel and just talk with me, and I absolutely I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. And so I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. And it's really, really cool because he seems to really look forward to our conversations as well. So he seems excited about coming on here because I follow him on Twitter. And if you guys know, any of you have started following him on Twitter, uh, he's he's got some wild ideas regarding the coronavirus. And I don't mean wild in a dismissive way in the slightest. I mean things that would really make you think. And I'm really, really, really excited about the fact that he's going to discuss them here with us. Unfortunately, we have to wait till Monday for that to happen, but it's going to be a blast. I know it's going to be a blast. And I'm hoping that this third party will join us. I'm really, really hoping that this third party will join us because he is probably the most brilliant person that I know personally. So I'm really, really hoping that happens. Yes, that girl. That's another thing I'm going to discuss. There is also the Mandy Gorsuch case, guys. And the Mandy Gorsuch case is something that really hits home with me. She was hit and run over by a truck by a drunk driver, and it was when an altercation between the two of them, a verbal altercation took place outside of a bar, and she is a member of the lesbian community, or was, I should say, because she tragically was murdered. She died from this horrendous act from this man, and his name is Zachary Simmons. And Breakfast Club fan. Okay. Okay, yeah, Breakfast Club fan just dropped the article for that story. And there is a petition. And I don't know if any of my mods have it, but I'm hoping that they do. But there is a petition to sign to make sure that charges are brought against this man and there is justice for Mandy, because when this crime took place, there were witnesses who saw him actually commit this crime, get out of his truck, look at her, and then check his truck to see if there was damage to it. Got in his truck and drove away. And he wasn't picked up until the next day. So therefore, they could not charge him with a DWI or a DUI, however you call it in your state. But they didn't even. What they ended up doing was charging him with fleeing the scene of an accident involving a fatality. So he wasn't even charged with manslaughter. So this is a very very it gets to my core, you can say. And hey, A. Andrews, hey, count me in. It definitely it cuts deep. So and a family or a friend, a very close friend of Mandy's, emailed me recently. So I want to make sure. I'm really sorry, guys. I want to make sure that I continue to make people aware of this case. And this is just not the kind of thing that I'm okay with, and I know most of us are not either. And this is a small town. Jason, I don't know about that. Hopefully hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'll get to that in just a second. But I definitely, as far as if you, I don't think any of my mods right now have the link to the petition. I think I know Mignon has it, but Mignon's not here right now, which is okay. Mignon is on the other side of the world, so I do not blame her, and she's a very very dedicated mom. So she can't catch every single one of these, especially when I never say when I'm going on, because I never fucking know when I'm coming on. So, but yeah, okay. So that girl posted the awesome. There's the petition. So guys, if you sign this petition, please click on this petition and sign it. It just takes a second. And it's I really want to bring as much attention to this as possible. And if you're a creator that hears this, please, if you're a creator, look into this case, and please consider talking about it on your channel, because this is a horrible thing, and I want to get as much attention out there about this case as possible. I did discuss this on JS for Justice's channel at one point. She was very, very kind enough to allow me to do that, and bring some attention to this case. But I don't think any of us want to see this man get away with what he's done. He has been arrested recently for a DUI, and so I'm hoping that he gets a judge who's aware of this case, and somehow, I don't know, somehow feels pressured into bringing some sort of charge against him for this crime. So he is going to face a judge soon, but it's going to be for a different charge. And I'm not going to hold my breath that this judge is going to be sympathetic to our to our need for justice for Mandy. So, But it's a small town, and there's a good reason why he wasn't arrested on the spot. There was a good reason why they didn't go to his house and pick him up. I mean, he was identified at the scene. So so yeah, it's extremely frustrating. It's extremely frustrating to know that this man is just walking around and he felt entitled enough to even have the audacity to get out of his truck and check to see if it was damaged. Um, and the possibility that this could fall under a hate crime makes me angry in a way that I can't even describe. So, this isn't okay. You can't just go around running people over with your truck because you don't agree with their lifestyle. That's not how we do things here in the United States. It's not how we do things as human beings on this planet. That's not okay. And I don't want to send a message as a society that we just let these things go, no matter where it takes place, no matter what part of this planet we're on. I don't agree with that. So, I just want to see this girl get justice. I just want to see that happen. I want to see her family get justice. I want to see her family get closure. And according to everyone who knew her, she was an incredibly special and beautiful person. Someone that everyone got along with, someone that everyone wanted to be around. And so, how's everybody's Friday night going? I mean, is this coronavirus affecting everybody everywhere? Everybody do me a favor and type in where you're from or where you're at somewhere in the world right now so I can get an idea. So, Jason, you're in Albany. Your governor is shutting down all schools totally for the next few weeks. News reporters aren't asking the real questions to politicians if we're going to be all quarantined. Well, here's the thing, Jason. I can tell this is on your mind, and I can tell that you're highly concerned. And I'm going to address this in just a second. East Coast, Northern California, Las Vegas, Nebraska, Indiana, Utah, North Dakota, Alabama, wow, Colorado. Okay, man. I got people from all over, man. That's pretty awesome. New Jersey, okay. British Columbia, Pennsylvania. Wow. People from all over, man. That's crazy. Yeah, so and I'm in Tennessee, and yeah, schools are shut down here too. And luckily my job is open. Now, I work at a fitness club, and my concern is that I'm not going to get to work out if they close. Like I'm more concerned. I'm concerned about not being able to work. Of course, I'm concerned about that. But if I'm not being able to work, I would see that as an opportunity to exercise a lot. So if my job shut down, then I'm not going to get to work out, and that doesn't sit well with me at all. I mean, I'm sure I could figure something out. I'm going to figure out a way to exercise one way or the other, but I like using those facilities. So yeah, scares the shit out of me. That scares the shit out of me. But what's funny is this thing doesn't scare me. I'm really careful at my job. People are sweating a lot. A gym is a likely place for that thing to get spread around. And so you know, my entire shift and the shift before me, everybody was just cleaning everything. Everybody was wiping everything down. Everybody was disinfecting everything. And we spent our whole shifts doing that. And it's necessary, you know. So, I mean, we're gonna discuss. You know, I'm gonna discuss this stuff with Colton, and we're gonna go over all of this stuff. But I don't know how much of it is to worry about. I don't know how much we should be worried about it. But I do know this: panicking, uh, panic. This is something I'm going to go ahead and talk about now because it is, you know, I don't want to wait till Monday to discuss my personal opinions as to how to handle this situation. Now, I don't know anything about this virus. I'm not going to sit here. I haven't gone over all the facts. I have not looked into it very much. All I've been doing is using my common sense and my training in cross contamination and applying it to just being careful. And so, you know, yeah, nurses are not panicky, and you know they're around sickness all the time. So that's probably why, and that's okay, and that's great. But for me, you know, I don't see it being productive to freak out. You know, I was just at Walmart. I was just at Walmart just now. I picked up just a couple things, some coffee creamer, and you know, and it was crazy. There was, I mean, the place ran out of tuna. You know, I mean, it's people are going fucking batty, dude, and they're acting like it's the apocalypse. Now, I don't know how bad this is going to get. I really don't. I have no idea how bad this is going to get. Um, but right now, I don't see it being uh, as bad as it's being made out to be. Um, I haven't even come across anyone with a cold. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't like I'm around a lot of people, you know. We're around a lot of people, but I haven't seen anybody sneezing. I haven't seen anybody coughing. I haven't seen anybody sniffling. I haven't seen anybody freaking out, you know, and I feel I mean, it's pretty crazy. All I can do, all I can do myself right now is continue living my life the same way that I normally would. I mean, I don't see anything less than that being the way to handle this. Susie pops you clear denial by sneezing because you have allergies. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even so much as seen anybody with an allergy attack. You know, I have allergies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you walk down the aisles here at Walmart, and you can't you can't find things that you're like shocked that they ran out of, and yet they have a shit ton of all kinds of other things. Like they ran out. Look. They ran out of Lysol wipes, right? They ran out of like the Lysol wipes, you know, uh, and yet they had these like 4 packs of all-purpose cleaner with bleach, right? And like people left those there because they don't want to fucking spray. They don't want they don't want to take that one extra step. You know, they just want to wipe. They don't want to take that one extra step and go. I mean, dude. So not only is there a panic? But it's the weirdest panic in history because it's a panic that consists of the laziest fucking generation that this country has ever seen. So it's really, really weird to watch. It's really, really fascinating. And so everybody's in a panic. Everybody's in a panic. But they're not in a rush. Nobody's in a rush. They're just kind of taking their they're taking their sweet panicky time. It's so fucking bizarre. Oh my god. It's killing me. It's it's killing me. People are fucking killing me, dude. Like the way people behave just blows my mind. The people on a mass scale, just it's crazy. And I can never I can like I can never be like in it, you know? Like I'm never in it. I'm always on the outside looking at it and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I always feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, man. I feel like that when it comes to these true crime cases. I feel like that when it comes to this kind of crazy shit. I feel like that when it comes to politics. I mean, look, okay, I guarantee you, I promise you, because look. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm a fucking moron. You know, I'm a fucking idiot. I've come to terms with this a long time ago. I'm okay with it. I'm smarter than a lot of other people, but I'm real stupid in a lot of other ways, and I'm okay with that. I'm aware of that, and that's okay. But I so, and I know I'm gonna get shut down. I know Colton's gonna shut me right the fuck down when I when I bring this up. But the conspiracy theorist in me, everybody's going wondering what, you know, there's, because I mean Colton's got his own conspiracy theory going on, but mine is a little different, and I just can't help but think that they took, look, and I'm not telling anybody not to be careful, okay, because I'm being really careful myself, you know. It's just something that I'm thinking about, and I'm just like, you know what, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be safe. But so I'm not gonna like not be safe just out of principle. That's stubborn and stupid. But I feel like I feel like they took something, right, and made it into something a lot worse than what it is. I think that there's flu everywhere at any time of the year. You know, there's somebody who's got the flu, somebody's got a cold, right? And 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 I remember Donald Trump. Donald Trump was on TV like, I don't know, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, and he was on TV and he was just like, he was like, well, you know, it's a flu. It's a flu. I mean, it's a cold. It's a flu, right? And he looks at his doctor guy. He's like, hey, it's a flu, right? Right? Yeah, it's a flu. So I'm sitting there looking at this. I mean, that's just Trump being Trump, right? And I'm laughing about it, but but the more I think about it, it's like, okay, that's probably all it is. It's just a fucking flu, and they gave it this fancy name, you know. And then, okay, you might be saying, well, Will, people are dying from it. Well, I wonder how big the percentage is of elderly people who are smokers, who die of complications from the flu due to their immune system. So I wonder about that. I mean, is it going to be that much different than the statistics that we have right now? And they probably are. I haven't looked into it. So, like I said, I'm a fucking moron. I'm talking out of my ass right now, you know. So don't take anything I'm saying seriously. But this is the kind of shit that I think about sometimes. And I so I'm wondering, you know, and what's the motive? What's the motive of the media blowing this up and making this what it is right now? Hey, baby blues. Hey, brighter days. What is it? You know, And I can't help but think that it's just before an election that has to have something to do with it. You know, I mean, the simplest thing that I can come to think of is Trump. That it's just it's a campaign strategy. You know, I mean, it's just to lock down the election. Uh, hey, Mignon, glad you made it. Um, it's just to lock down the election. But the thing is, it's worldwide. So that's what kind of makes me go, probably not. And it's not the only thing that makes me go, Will, shut up, you're stupid. Because I tell myself this, trust me. When you guys out there that are going, shut up, dude, you're stupid. I'm doing the same things. Trust me, I'm just talking here. I'm just talking. Um, but I don't know. I can't I can't help but think, what if they just spread this rumor and made people freak out over a cold, over the flu, and then uh, out of nowhere, Trump, since he put Mike Pence in charge of it, he gets to say that his administration nipped it in the bud and he's making America great, right? So, uh, yeah, the impeachment failed. And here's the thing. That's not too far fetched. If it's not too far fetched if you believe the crazy stories that go on in politics, right? But at the same time, at the same time, like, you know, look at the candidates that that are there on the Democratic side. It's between Biden and Sanders. And I'm not again, I don't know enough about politics to really um say. And to be honest, I don't like anybody right now. I don't like anybody. um I'm not a fan of Trump, but I don't hate the guy. Not the way most people do. I'm just not, I'm not. I don't like the guy enough to call myself a supporter. Put it that way. I can't get there. Um, but then there's Sanders and Biden. Biden can't talk. If you listen to this guy, if you listen to Joe Biden, it's almost like it's yeah. I mean, Sanders, he's a cartoon character, man. He reminds me of Doc Brown from Back to the Future. He's just wild-eyed and crazy in it, just throws out craziness. And he's just outright admits that he's a socialist. And to me, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but the way I like to describe socialism is just communism with sprinkles on top. That's all. And that's not it's not something I'm into. But I so right now things are crazy. Right now the world is going crazy. We are in a very, very exciting time. Um, if we survive it, uh, hold on a second here. Okay, I'm not going to read this right now, Bella. Yeah, because I'm not saying I believe this stuff, and that stuff is like really, yeah. That's, um, but I will read this. I will read this on Monday, so I'm going to save that. Okay, I appreciate you sending it to me though. But yeah, so you've got these two Democratic candidates, and I don't see them really. I just don't see them winning. I call me crazy, but I don't see them beating Trump. And the thing is they went all in. The whole Democratic Party went all in on that impeachment. They put everything on the line, including, in my personal opinion, their credibility. So that's not a good look for that party. It's not a good look at all. And I don't see them coming out of this. You know how I feel about witch hunts, guys. You know how I am about that stuff. And I think that that's all that was. And even if it wasn't, they failed to convince us that it wasn't. So uh, that's where we're at. And I don't I think I don't see them having a chance of beating Trump this year. Um so all that stuff that I'm talking about as far as this, I mean, it could just be just to lock it down. It could just be like they can't beat me, but let's just be sure. Let's because technically, let's technically, if my theory is correct, and again, right, this is coming from somebody who has done no looking into this thing at all. I haven't looked into any statistics, so I don't really know. I don't know if those statistics are the same or not when it comes to the cold, the common cold. Uh, so hey, Nanny Love, thank you. That's very very sweet. Um, but I don't see. I don't know. I'm curious about what the like how what the percentage of the elderly is that dies from complications from a flu due to their immune system being low, because that's what they're saying. So if this is correct, if this is actually true, then all they're doing is kind of lying to the public. They're not actually releasing anything out there that's hurting anyone or killing anyone. So, I mean, is it unethical? Absolutely, sure. But is it, like, is it like, the rumor that the CIA started the crack epidemic? Is it like that? No. No. But I don't know. I don't know. And there are people who believe that this is a man-made virus, and there are reasons to have released it into the public. So and this is the stuff that I'm going to discuss with Colton on Monday. So we're going to look into this stuff, and we're going to explore it a little bit. And guys, before I do that, I want you guys to understand this is a channel for entertainment. Okay, this is a channel for entertainment, nothing more. So I don't want anybody getting freaked out. We're just going to explore some stuff, and we're just going to talk about some stuff, but it's this is just for entertainment, guys. But we'll see. I'm just hoping that you guys enjoy it. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it, but understand something. Understand the fact that I am not an educated guy. I'm just some asshole here on YouTube. Okay. The other person that I'm hoping is going to come on, he is educated, but he's not a doctor, and he's not an expert on coronavirus. He's not an expert in any of these fields. He's a very intelligent guy who has opinions. Okay. And Colton has no medical expertise whatsoever. He has theories. He has a high interest in economics. And so he's going to explain what he thinks, how much this is going to affect our economy. And that's going to be interesting things to talk about. And hey, Marie. So I understand, guys, that we're going to go over some sensitive stuff, but nobody that's going to be talking about it is an expert, in any of this stuff. Nobody's an expert in politics. Nobody's an expert in, uh, bacteria or sickness or disease or uh, social science. Nobody's an expert in any of these things. So, but it's going to be, but the idea is it's going to be fun. And I hope that you guys will enjoy. Hey, Susan Bonds. Hey, Satin B. Simone. So I'm really hoping that you guys are going to enjoy it, because I think I'm going to enjoy it. But so far, the only people confirmed are Colton and I. So, and yeah, there's a lot of false reporting. Uh and I guys, I like to make memes. I'll go over I'll you know, I got I'll make this one an hour. And I'll show you guys a couple of the memes that I've made and posted on Facebook. Um, because I mean, look, guys, we gotta have fun. We've gotta stay lighthearted here. We can't. I refuse to live in fear. If I get sick from this thing, you know, I'm gonna stay away from other people. I'm gonna get over it, and then I'm gonna go on about my life. Um, because I'm not gonna let it kill me. You know what I mean? I'm a young guy and I take care of myself. So, um, the majority of people who get this, um, are fine. So we just have to be careful. We have to be careful around other people, and we have to be mindful, and we have to be especially mindful around the elderly. So, uh, please. So I've stolen a couple of memes, but I made a couple, and this one's my favorite one. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Hold on. I know you can't see it right now. I haven't pulled it up, but all right. Yeah, so I don't know if you can read that. Is that big enough? Do this. Um yeah, so yeah, I think I removed myself from the thing so you couldn't hear me. But yeah, you got people. It's like, dude, just wash your asshole after you take a shit. Take a shower. It's you're actually now in a position to where you could be actually more sanitary than you normally are. So it's kind of amazing that people are freaking out about hygiene. Because honestly, uh, I mean, yeah, like just wash your asshole, dude. Is it is it that Robbie pops up in the chat right as I go, just wash your asshole, dude. What's up, Robbie? It's not it's not even a decision. For me, it's not even a decision. I don't like having shit on my ass. So, you know, just wash your asshole. It's not even that. I don't understand why it's. I mean, I get like, okay, so you buy toilet paper, right? And you're used to using toilet paper. You have a ritual. I get it. You've got a ritual. Showering's my ritual, but you have a ritual where, and if that ritual is disturbed, I could see it kind of fucking with you a little bit. I could see that. I get it. But I mean, is it going to disturb you that much to change your habits to be more sanitary during a pandemic? I don't know. So, you know, and then there's wet wipes. Now, don't use those Lysol ones because they'll burn your ass. Okay, don't use the Lysol ones. Baby wipes. Find the baby wipes. Get the poo off. Right, but don't use those Lysol wipes because so they will chafe and burn your ass, and then nobody wants to go through a pandemic scare with a chafed ass. That makes things way worse. Doesn't matter what type of situation you're in. You could be in a blissful situation, but if you have a chafed ass during that blissful situation, you're not going to experience that blissful situation as much as you would if you didn't have a chafed ass. So don't chafe your ass. Just, use baby wipes. Make sure that you use baby wipes and not the Lysol or the Clorox wipes. No good. No bueno. Shut up. Okay. So, I'm not going to tell that story. I was going to tell a funny story, but I'm not going to tell that story. Oh, Bella, thanks. I love that you love it. A bidet, see, to me, I'm going to be honest with you, nary quite contrary. To me, nothing beats, because the bidet, it's going to be cold water. Nothing beats just pressure cleaning your ass with hot water. There's just no, it's nothing beats that. That's the best way to go. That is the best way to go. So I can't. There's no substitute. There's no substitute. And just the feeling of having a very clean and sanitary ass. There's nothing that beats it. There's just nothing. Well, yeah, you're right. Michelle Poirier. Listen to Michelle Poirier. Michelle Poirier be how fitting that she's the one discussing the bidet. The bidet. Oh man, hold on. Oh my god. Let me see if I gotta see if I can find this. I will close with this. And it will cost me monetization to share this, but it'll be absolutely worth it. And so if you would like to support the channel, there's a PayPal account, or you can super chat. Hold on one second here, guys. Please let this be here. Okay, here we go. There's that. Come on. Oh man, it's not here on YouTube. Fuck. That's so disappointing. I can pull it up because I have the SNL app, right? Oh man. That would be fantastic if I had it, but I don't think I do. No. Oh, wait. Oh, it's blocked in country. Fuck. Okay. So sorry, guys. I didn't mean to build it up that much. That would have been so funny because you can watch most SNL skits. Um, you can watch most SNL skits on YouTube now, and I was going to share that. And hold on, I'm going to try it one more time. I try another method. Really, anything I can get. Oh man, so yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I think it's just totally copyright not happening. Because the only one I can find here is 4 seconds long, and that's disappointing. Um, yeah, that would be. Wait. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it, guys. I'm sorry about that. Um, that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, this is the wrong password. My last try was to try it on Hulu, but I did not have a Hulu login. But guys, well, um, looks like I'm just gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I don't recommend that, Save Robbie. I don't recommend gargling witch hazel with your butthole. Um, guys, don't listen to Robbie. Uh, do not listen to Rob. But Nanny Love, stop giving me money. No, you can give me all the money you want. It's all right. But Jesus, man, I appreciate it. Thank you. That's so sweet. You know what I hope though? I really hope that the post office doesn't get shut down because I still have not collected anything from monetization or from super chats yet. And they have to mail you a PIN number, and they tried mailing me my PIN number, but I didn't have an apartment number, and so they have to resend it. And I just did that a few days ago, and so hopefully the post office doesn't shut down, and I can still get this PIN number, and I can collect on all this generosity that you guys have given me, all the love you've sent. So yeah, you got to do it. Yes, that's absolutely true. Um, if you're going to gargle with your butthole, you got to do a handstand. Very, very important. Do not try to gargle witch hazel with your butthole without doing a handstand. But anyway, guys, I said but. Anyways, guys, all right, I'm calling it. I love you. You guys are amazing. We will do this again very, very, very soon, my friends. Have a good night.